Mr. Prosecutor, this is the final battle. You got that? But for real this time. And I mean it.
You keep saying that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
We've said that 400 times. Would you all just shut up?
I know. This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. For that man there.
Now that's the kind of thing I like to hear. And I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Or rather...
I think I'll give thrusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor.
Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh.
He said his name. Ah. I'll leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ba-bum, doki doki. Have no fear. I will finish the job.
Finishing the fight. Master Chief, what are you doing up there? Finishing the fight.
Finishing the fight!
This really is the end game. The time has come to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies.
Stop saying it's the end. I'm so tired of hearing you say that. It means nothing anymore.
Not gonna lie, Ryden, did you think this was funny, or are you just like being assholes?
Oh my god. Okay, watch from the last
I feel like you
row.
pressed the last statement. Because he says something about it being moving.
Yeah, we can get him to elaborate on that. Moving seems restored into this old man's heart. Press.
Hold it!
I agree. Today will be a day to remember. Especially when we finally make you pay for all the wrongs you've committed.
What?
Hey! That's what the samurai says when he defeats the evil magistrate.
That's really funny.
Shut up, Kay.
Actually, that line was just something I ad-libbed.
What? You may act all surprised, but naturally, you remember this line, don't you?
Of course I do. I just now understand how the evil magistrate felt. That's all. Why would you say that?
Why would you say that?
I can understand the villain. Who killed those two people?
Then allow me to make you identify with the evil magistrate some more.
Hey! And that makes you the Steel Samurai, huh?
Well, I wasn't going to say it, but thank you, Kay.
Sorry.
Well, if you had to complete the analogy, I suppose, then yes. I mean, that's kind of what I said.
Yep.
And I do believe it's about time to bring the curtains down on this with a bang. Okay, I guess that wasn't the one we were supposed to press.
Yeah.
I wonder if Mr. Alba was really there watching the show.
No, okay, he wasn't.
I don't think so, because the only time he had to commit the murder was during the show. And the only time he could have placed the body into the pushcart.
God damn it. Pastel Sunsets in the chat said Alba's an evil magistrate, Kenny. That did so much psychic damage to me to read. God damn.
Was during the scenes when the Iron Infant was not out on stage.
So then that means that by the end of the stage show... Are you saying the body was already in the pushcart by then?
That's actually crazy.
No way! You mean I was pushing a dead body around?
Yes, there
That you used me in such a foul manner is unforgivable, evil magistrate!
Well put, Steel Samurai.
Shut the fuck up.
And now, I will show to all those present just who is the evil magistrate that the Steel Samurai must defeat.
Okay.
Well, because he said that he like threw the Iron Infant,
Hard
right?
to
And that was the finishing move.
Oldbag did, but yeah. Oh, I remember the contents of the show very well. This is the one we need to press.
Oh, yes.
Well, I remember the contents of the show as well myself.
That's nice.
Okay.
Good for you.
What?
All right. Well, just so we're on this, that's nice.
Miles Edgeworth, don't allow yourself to be riled up by him at this important juncture.
I wasn't planning to let him. Well, if you ask me, I think I'm the biggest Steel Samurai expert around here.
Larry, you're about to get murdered.
And didn't you think the climactic scene of today's show is just totally awesome?
Okay, thank you for steering us in this direction, Larry. Yes, I remember that well. And that spectacular special move. The way you delivered the final blow against the evil magistrate. Early summer rain jab. Oh, that scene will live on in my heart forever.
You dumb mother.
Is that how it went? I totally forgot about that.
How can you forget your own special moves? That's the special attack that the Steel Samurai uses when he's using the Samurai Spear.
Yes, and today was the first time they showed it off, was it not? If I hadn't
I don't
watched
know,
the
was
show...
it?
If I hadn't watched the show, then how could I answer you with the name of the move?
I suppose you're correct. But if you could, please elaborate on this point for me.
Great. One of the scenes was of his never-before-seen early summer rain jab move.
Is this when we present the Samurai Dog?
That would be...
It'd be this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry couldn't
Couldn't
do
do
the
the
early
thing.
summer rain jab special attack.
Boom. Yeah. Oh, thank Christ.
The special move today was the early summer rain jab. Is that your final answer?
Wow, he really did... Why did he say that?
Can you give me a ba-dun-dun?
Yeah. I'd like to phone a friend. You little irritating gnat! Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same question over and over?
That was not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient.
To
However-
get you thrown in jail.
Oh! Thanks, thrown in jail guy. However,
My
I
dick.
believe it would be what?
It was me the whole time.
It was my dick guy the whole time!
I thought you looked like my dick guy. You just have a big mustache on.
However, I believe it would be wise for you to take a look at this.
No, mine's real.
The samurai spear? What about it?
This spear actually never made it on stage today.
Excuse me?
Unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai happened to be a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness. Oh, yuck. Oh.
Good.
Having said that, said useless man bent the spear during his rehearsal this evening. Hey, Edgeworth, who are we talking about? Kay, do you remember what the Steel Samurai's special move was tonight?
It was the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash.
Correct! Because he couldn't use the spear, a last-minute change was made. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known the move that was used. Cacus Alba! You didn't watch even a single minute of the Steel Samurai stage show tonight, did you?
Aha! So if he wasn't watching the show tonight,
Then it opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Cochin instead.
So where were you during the show? I demand an answer, now!
all right, I was taking a shit.
Damn it.
Checkmate. Huh. Shut the fuck up! No!
Just what is so funny?
You're so sloppy. And so are your conclusions. I still insist that I watched the show. Or most of it, in any case.
What do you mean by most of it?
Ah, you see, during the show, I left my seat. Oh, hey, here we go.
Yeah!
I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom. I'm an old man, you know. I assume that that was when the dramatic scene was played out on stage. That is the lousiest, lamest excuse I've heard in my life, pal.
Anyways, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Just because he got the name of the move wrong, we can't really use that as proof he didn't watch the show at all. As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I had wanted to watch the entire show. Honest.
As a Steel Samurai fan? How dare you take that name? For someone who wasn't even in his seat for the climax of the show! You have no right to call yourself a Steel Samurai fan, ever! That's the moment he gets the most angry.
Who was that just now?
It's the Iron Infant.
Oh my god, please.
I was Wheel the
Please.
whole time.
And it's Pearl.
That'd be good, actually.
It would be I, young lady.
Larry! What are you doing interrupting me like that?
Edgy!
Please! Hold on for a second, I beg! You may never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan. But I totally think he's a Steel Samaniac!
Shut up. Shut up. What exactly is a Steel Samaniac, pal?
I believe he meant to say Steel Samurai Maniac.
Yeah! Trust me, I know a real fan when I see one, because I'm the Steel Samurai. I will never acknowledge you as the true Steel Samurai.
What are you getting so worked up over, Mr. Edgeworth?
It appears that the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan. As well he should, for I am a fan. It's not as though I missed the entire show. It was a most amazing show, filled with the spirit of the young and the young at heart.
The sarcasm dripping from his long wooden nose couldn't run any thicker.
The sarcasm dripping from his long wooden nose.
Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive. Something that links Mr. Alba directly to the murder of Mr. Manny Cochin.
You know what, Gramps? You're really something else.
I'm honored to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai, but what is it for?
Well, I was just wondering how you found out about the early summer rain jab. That move is a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff know about.
He's the fucking ambassador that works in this building, Larry. Like, this is an easy excuse for him to give.
Wait, it was a secret. Larry! Wait, what did you just say?
Huh? Did I say something stupid again?
Undeniably, but
Did you say that the early summer rain jab was actually a secret?
Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret. It's more like we only decided on the name of the move right before the start of the show.
Oh.
Right before?
Yeah! The stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on the dressing room's whiteboard. Early summer rain jab! That's kind of how we decided on the name of the move. But by that time, I'd already bent the spear, so I guess the whole thing was kind of pointless.
Why didn't you point out to the people that you bent the spear? You just said, okay, sure.
All of you Steel Samurai actors are the same. The director has my complete sympathy.
Fucking Will Powers is still in the room. He's like, oh, come on.
Long story short, because we changed the move to the sushi slash, we kind of pretended that the early summer rain jab didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if someone found out we changed the move, so we made it a secret.
So basically, a gag order was issued for publicity's sake.
It almost makes the early summer rain jab sound like a lost art.
Yeah, which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the move.
Hold those lips of yours still.
What the heck, old man?
I've done nothing but listen, and from what I can tell, it's all very unrelated to the case. It's also very tedious and a pointless exercise in wasting time, much like a kid's show. Oh, why'd you say that?
How dare you? Mr. Alba, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you.
How dare you?
I suspect that you've already noticed exactly what the very severe implications are in this man's testimony.
Ha! So now you're trying to bully me, huh? There are no implications to be read into a behind-the-scenes story of a kid's show. Don't even think about trying to slither your way out of this, Kirkus Alba.
You were the one who said it yourself, that the name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab. But that name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start.
So, just what are you driving at? The name of the move you told us earlier was never used in the show, or said aloud.
Now then, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move?
Because I can only think of one way you could have known.
Kirkus Alba! This is the only way you could have known the name of the special move.
You saw it. He was backstage.
He made it up.
You thought it up? Fuck, that's really funny.
I don't know, go call it the early summer rain jab. I like that.
I gotta see what he says. I really want to.
You knew the name because you thought it up. Therefore, it's only natural that you knew. You're the one who created the name of that move.
Are you an idiot? Mr. Edgeworth? Somehow I don't think that's it.
Let's just leave it at that, since it clears everything up for me nice and neatly. That's awesome, actually, that he's like, it works for me, so,
Yeah, I made it up.
let's just go with
Yeah,
that.
I did.
Hey,
Do I get to go now?
what exactly did you find out by saying that anyway?
Not much, actually.
Will you please take this seriously?
Yeah! I guess I made a mistake.
Okay, I'm glad we did look at that. That was funny.
That was pretty good.
Mr. Alba, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name?
Because I can think of any way you'd known. You saw it.
Special move.
You thought it up!
I really think that you made it up.
Sure.
You knew the name because you saw it. You saw it on the dressing room's whiteboard. The staff members who knew were keeping it a secret. So you couldn't have simply gone up to a staff member and asked. Which means that the only other option left is that you saw it on the whiteboard.
So that means that Mr. Alba was in there at some point, right?
But what's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means.
There is another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room. It's the dogs! So we can't afford to let this slide.
Fuck.
I think it actually is. This is related to both the dressing room and to Mr. Cochin's murder.
No way.
Because I think they only serve the samurai dogs in the dressing room.
Oh my
Yeah!
fucking
What?
Yeah!
That's vindicated as fuck right now. Holy
Samurai dogs! Oh, it's not the samurai dogs.
No!
I just wanted it to be so bad. There is a very close connection between this and the dressing room. I mean, there kind of is.
There actually is, yeah. And what sort of connection would that be?
It's a bit difficult to recognize at first glance, however.
Sir, you're not you when you're hungry. Have a samurai dog.
Thanks, Detective.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, I only trust what I can see. And when it comes to evidence, I think everyone here agrees with me.
It would appear that this piece of evidence was not what I was looking for. Yes, well, this time I will present to you the real piece that will prove my point.
I do love when they add lines like that. It's just very funny. Okay.
The dressing room. Oh, the picture?
What does it say about the cart? Oh, the Steel Samurai pushed the cart from the dressing room. There is blood inside.
Oh,
Okay. So that could demonstrate
that's where he got the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pushcart that was used to move the body was right there in the dressing room. And also, so were the samurai dogs, but, who cares about that, right? During the show, the pushcart awaited its turn to be pushed on stage in the dressing room. And it was finally pushed there, along with the Iron Infant in the last scene of the show. And then, right after the show ended, it went into Alabast along with the Steel Samurai. Which means that the only time the killer could have placed the body inside the pushcart was when the pushcart was in the dressing room backstage.
So basically, the killer has to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show.
Precisely.
Yeah!
Oh, but wait. What if, and this is just a what if, the samurai dogs are also super important?
That's what I'm saying, Kay! Finally, someone understands!
What if the murder took place right in the dressing room?
What do you mean, Kay?
I have to admit, she brings up a valid possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people.
Slipping undetected into a private dressing room. Private dressing room then would be as simple as pie.
The killer must have come up with the idea to move the body with the pushcart then, too.
Correct, thus making the theatre's dressing room the ideal location for the murder of Manny Cochin. Kirkus Alba, during the show you went down to the dressing room. And I want to know why.
Because I wanted a samurai dog, duh!
I knew it!
Yes. Yes, I was there. I went into the dressing room. I knew it! I'm placing you under arrest right now, pal! You got that? Arrest!
Objection!
Not so fast! Hey, that's my line. What is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to explain myself for the 3,000th time?
No, you don't! Explain? What is there to explain?
I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, I got lost when I did, and I ended up in the dressing room. Simple mistake.
And that's when I took a shit in the dressing room.
I wanted to ask.
Hey, that's my thing.
I wanted to ask for directions, but when I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. And that's when I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard. You punk! Still trying to get out of this?
Do you really think you can get away at this point?
Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there anything you can do to stop him?
Wait, I have an idea. Pocket dog! I don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything.
Yeah, Nicholas Brodus in the chat says, the building that you've worked at for 30 plus years, you got lost in? You didn't know?
I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. Use the dog, Edgeworth. Search your evidence. You know it to be true.
You know it to be the samurai dog.
But if that's what I need, then perhaps... Agent Long, I believe an investigation of the dressing room in question is in order. It's possible that we may find new evidence there.
Yeah, if Mr. Edgeworth pokes around in there, I'm sure he'll find some new facts, pal.
Ooh, and if we use Little Thief, we may even learn something from a recreation.
We don't need to do any of that.
Oh, thank God.
What? Wolfie, how could you?
I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. My men really are something else.
And they found nothing?
There's only one thing I can say to you, sis. And it's that they found nothing.
Oh.
Could have just
You could have just said yes.
Don't know why you had to word it so weirdly.
English is like my third language or something. That's it.
I guess you're right. If they had found something, they would have reported it to us.
They couldn't find anything because there was nothing to find.
There's no info to feed into Little Thief, then I can't do much to help either.
That's alright, Kay. You haven't really done that much anyway.
I'm gonna throw a brick at you, Edgeworth.
Is this the end? The murder took place in this theater, which is not protected under extraterritorial rights.
Bing.
Even though that isn't a factor anymore because he's not an ambassador. And the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder. If I can't prove both statements to be true, Mr. Alba walks away a free man. Is there no other course of action left to us?
It would appear that your hand of cards turned out to be a bust. Now, if you'll excuse me, because
and
of you...
busting makes me feel good.
You were right. Because of you, people, I missed my flight. Now I must make haste to arrange for a new one. Is it Larry again?
This time?
God fucking...
Hold it right there, you whippersnappers!
God! First Larry, And now you?
What is with the scary mobster-like scowl on your face, Edgy Poo? Don't treat me like I'm some sort of nuisance.
You are.
I've been meaning to say this, but all you keep talking about things I don't get at all.
Then leave. Go home. It's 3:30.
You're all leaving this lady in the sad, depressing, lonely dust that I'm about to cry in.
Why did you have to speak up right at this instant?
But you know what, Edgy Poo? Cheer up. Because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing.
The most wonderful thing from you?
I can't believe they're making this joke. That's crazy.
It's so super special that I couldn't give it away to just anyone, you know.
That's crazy, bro, that they're making this joke right now.
Ah, my special present of love to my sweet Edgy Poo. Are you ready? Is this... Yeah!
Vindication!
Yeah!
It's...
Fucking samurai dog? It's a box of those samurai dogs, right?
Yes! Oh, Edgy Poo! Here, go on and eat one and you'll feel right as rain.
You know what? I'm just gonna turn myself in. Fuck this. Are we through here?
Hell now.
Why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? Edgy Poo!
Because you started talking.
Tell me you understand the depths of this lady's love for you. I'm not one to hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sir. The thought occurred to me that maybe it would be good if I fed you. You were nice and full. One day it's my dream to serve you some of my own homemade food. I mean, isn't it the desire of every woman to make sure that their beloved never goes hungry? And that's what I want to experience. I'll tell you one thing, though. Long ago, they used to make a silly melted delicious. You threw it in front of me and I was a star.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything about her?
Hey, hand me your gun.
Oh, I still have one!
There is no power on earth that can force that woman into silence.
Oh, God!
What the fuck?
Holy shit!
Has she never done that? This is like, they just
No!
put out this one new animation right here, right now?
What beautiful.
But I'm
Thank you.
so sick and tired of it. All you people do is look down on me. Even this box of samurai dogs played me for a fool. It had a special design on its fan, like the Japanese flag, so I thought it was special.
Okay.
But when I ate one, it tasted just like all the rest. Go, it made me so mad.
Wait, a special box with a Hinamaru-like fan on it.
Yes, Edgeworth, because you definitely know
That's
the
a
word
Japanese word. I've never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before.
And I've bought every samurai, Steel Samurai thing there is.
However, there it is. The red sun on this fan is filled in. Oh, it's blood, isn't it?
No
Is
way.
it possible? Could it be? After the show, the samurai dogs were piled up on the dressing room floor. However, there is no such thing as a Hinamaru dog. This contradiction of facts between something that should not exist and yet does. The rays from this red sun may just be what we needed to point us in the right direction.
Thank you, Japan.
A present. The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all up into the pushcart just to move them.
Yep, okay. So a singular drop of blood fell on that one, and the perfect,
Gone on one
exact
samurai
perfect
dog. Yes. Yes. I believe you understand what this means.
Everything's
correct?
coming up hot dogs.
You killed Mr. Coach in the...
It's the mystery bracket all over again. Everything's coming up hot
I was gonna
dogs.
say, it's like just like the bracket battle stream.
You killed Mr. Cochin at this theater, and then placed his body inside the pushcart. And then... you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you.
Also, did Larry not notice that the cart was way fucking heavier than having, like, I don't know, 40 hot dogs in it?
How much did Manny Cochin weigh?
I don't know, about 40 hot dogs?
That's specific.
It's time to piece the final pieces of this logic puzzle together.
I never want to hear the word final again in the rest of my life. The words final and last have lost
mean
all
nothing.
meaning for me.
No matter how fragile or small the connections may be. Once we've found them all, the way to the truth will be revealed.
Samurai dog, Hinamaru dog, right? Or body...
I don't think...
dog.
I think it's Samurai Dogs and Body. Because I think Hinamaru Dogs we get from the blood, which...
Well, I would say that it would be Body and Hinamaru. Because the body was what...
I think you have to do the dogs and the body first to connect that the dogs were taken out of the cart or something like that.
They were sitting in the cart. They...
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what I would guess. Okay.
Nice.
The killer used the pushcart to transport the body. Which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first. Therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled up on the dressing room floor were most likely taken out of the pushcart by the killer.
Okay,
There you
now
go.
the dogs and the dogs are removed.
So the killer had to let the dogs out of the cart. Now we just have to figure out who let those dogs out.
Oh, sir.
Oh, who? That which should not exist. This box of samurai dogs with a Hinamaru on it. If this red sun was filled in when the killer was busy removing samurai dogs from the pushcart, then it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room. As long as this red substance turns out to be what I believe it to be. Wendy Oldbag. I thank you. What you have given to me is truly something very special.
Mr. Edgeworth? You sure you're feeling okay, sir?
Mr. Alba, as I suspected, you killed Mr. Cochin in the dressing room.
How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself? Haven't you figured it out yet? Your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definitive evidence.
That arrogance. That self-confidence. You believe that you've erased every piece of evidence that could incriminate you. However, there remains one piece here, and it is what will put you away for good.
One Piece is real? Ha! You're bluffing! Oh, hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the fangs we need to go after this guy's jugular! It's actually kind of crazy that
Damn.
you said jugular.
Brutal.
We've got rid of
I
the
know.
neck shield. Now we can go for the jugular. So tell us, what about that box of samurai dogs is going to put the old man away?
It was the samurai dogs the whole time. God damn it.
The trace evidence that will bring him down? Why, it's here, of course.
It's the blood. What's fucked up is, like, there is, like, a circular outline.
There's a circle?
Like, perfectly
Yeah, I know.
That. It was the nutritional information.
Was it?
Yeah.
What's on the back of the dog?
Nothing, unfortunately.
Nothing?
I was kind of
Oh,
hoping there'd be, like,
boo.
a nutritional information there, just as a joke.
Okay.
That way no one knows.
This box of samurai dogs with the Hinamaru fan on it. This should never have existed. So I want you all to take a good look at this red spot. It's a single drop of blood.
What?
Huh?
Blood, you say?
Agent Long, I'd like this blood analyzed post-haste.
I've got to admit, I'm a bit surprised. I can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Hey, you! Get this down to the lab, pronto!
But why was there blood on the box to begin with?
If we think about the flow of the crime scene, I think the reason will become obvious. Larry, you said that you transported the samurai dogs with the pushcart, correct?
Oh, yeah. You have a great memory, Edgy. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son. You know what I mean?
No.
So, to make sure everyone could see him, I had to pile some stuff in. I figured the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart.
This is crazy that this theater production didn't fucking figure out, like, it relied on the actor to figure out how to set up the prop. That's fucking crazy. And the fact that he improvised by grabbing a bunch of food from, like,
Yeah.
crazy. Absolutely wild.
Hey guys, is Larry a great actor?
Maybe.
If what Larry says is true, then what were the boxes doing on the floor?
Ah, I see. The killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart.
Exactly. And that is when I believe the victim's blood found its way onto that box.
When my men investigated the room, not a single box of samurai dogs was in there. Because the embassy staff members had already confiscated them.
Had already aided them.
Yeah, they were hungry.
Yes. No doubt to hide the evidence of the murder.
Good thing Miss Oldbag managed to steal that one box before they got to them, huh? Looks like Miss Oldbag also managed to put this great thief to shame.
What a scandalous way of putting that! I didn't steal. I received it from myself.
It's a wild thing to say.
Yeah.
Kirkus Alba, I'd say this was one very fatal oversight on your part.
But honestly, it's complete unlucky bullshit. I would be pissed if I was you.
Sorry to rain on your little love fest. However,
How can he be so self-confident in a no-win situation for him like this?
even if that blood turns out to belong to Mr. Cochin, then what?
Huh. So, Mr. Edgeworth, it sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh?
Some fucking how, Kay?
The sole piece of evidence that was left at the scene of the crime. That alone has shed light on a new fact. At the very least, we now have proof that the murder occurred in the dressing room.
And you say that like it means something.
Huh?
Where is this guy on the
Excuse me, sirs!
Oh, okay. He was off there. Report! What were the results of the analysis?
Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood.
I knew it. With this, Carcass Alba. Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might humor my question.
Your question.
The one from before. Or have you forgotten? Even if that is Mr. Cochin's blood, what difference would it make? Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene was in the dressing room. But it doesn't prove that I'm your killer, does it? That's...
He has a very good point.
Doesn't. Just lock him up, guys. Just do it. Just fucking do it.
The blood on that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer.
Just push him out of the embassy front door and then have the police jump on him. It's fine.
Then this evidence, it's meaningless.
That can't be. We were so close, sir.
I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's got to be something we can do.
We finally found a solid piece of evidence. There must be something I can expose with it. I can't think of a single thing!
Jesus Christ. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be...
Oh, now who is it?
Still Samurai Baby? Who was that?
Please.
It's too late! I won't allow anyone to stop me now! It wasn't me, pal.
And it wasn't me this time either.
Who the fuck is it?
It wasn't me either.
It was me!
Who the fuck could it be? Who is left that isn't in the room right now? Apart from Callisto
Sheena.
and Bad,
I
but
was
they're
gonna
gone.
say Sheena.
I mean, I sure hope not. We didn't ask Twyfairy to come back this week.
Oh, the forensics
It was
guy.
Kagami?
It was Kagami? Why did you...
I always wanted to say that.
Because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir. There's more?
What? Hurry up and spit it out.
Yes, sir! That blood I mentioned. It's not of the same blood type as the victim's blood.
Oh.
Oh, it's gonna be Alba's blood.
Oh, it's from the wound he got. Yeah.
Ah, spicy.
What?
What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it isn't his, then who the hell is it?
I don't know, sir! All I know is that it's not the same blood type as the victim, sir.
What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore.
Just check the...
Neither does anybody, Kay. Neither do I.
My, what an amusing turn of events. That blood drop proves something to be true, all right. Namely, my words.
And which one of your words would that be?
Fuck you.
Ah,
The
damn it, he
ones
got
where
me.
I said your words were meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood
Ooh,
has...
Pridge. I have a lawyer question. We may have already asked this at some point in the past, but at this point, if this was like a trial, or like if there was an investigation into somebody, because this would all happen pre-trial anyway, if they had enough evidence to like link somebody to a crime scene, and they wanted like physical evidence to like compare to like a blood test of somebody, could the police force somebody like subpoena somebody to get a blood test if they didn't have their like blood records on file?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious if they could be like, hey, you literally have to give us your blood, and if you don't, then you're in contempt, and you're gonna go to jail.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly don't know if I've like seen anything specifically talk about that, but I don't see why not. I mean, it can be done safely and not invasively, so it's not like, you know.
Right, they're not asking for something irreversible to be done.
Right, yeah, getting a simple medical procedure, it's probably something you'd be able to request.
Yeah.
That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. Need I remind you that the blood got onto that box long before it entered my embassy? Also, like...
What sort of nonsense?
We're actually, like, weirdly close to finishing the game, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's blood, pal! There's no way it's not related to the murder! So you would like to believe. But what if someone preparing the samurai dogs had a small nosebleed? What then?
Not to drag us too far back, but I guess it's probably the same way the court can compel a paternity test, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like if they can do that, they gotta be able to do a blood test too.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
yeah, in that case,
Makes sense.
You are literally getting blood to compare DNA.
Yeah.
I assume. Maybe they're just taking spit for paternity tests, but... I guess that's impossible. I guess that's possible. Damn it. Have we been wasting our time on a red herring? Literally? The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough. Carcass Alba, you bastard! It's pretty cool that he called him a bastard.
Whoa,
actually.
language!
Language.
Silence! Don't you ever address me with such a filthy word again! I've wasted enough time here with you, and you have your answers. Now let me through. Alba, it doesn't matter where you run off to, you'll never escape me! Someday, I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you. You'll see. And all of Interpol will be behind me, working to see to it that that day comes! Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like
Blah, 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 blah.
They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser of a mutt. Oh! Kind of wish they didn't have that there. Yeah, it becomes Richard Nixon.
Is this really the
Sounds like
extent
the
of all
whining
that we
of
can do?
Richard
I am not a crook.
Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case?
Oh, it's fucking Carcass Alba's blood. Come on, let us present that.
Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim?
Nope, it's nobody. Game over.
Just when I thought I had him backed into a corner, it is I who has been backed into one!
Red Fox in the chat says, Aru, werewolves of Zhangfa. Aru.
But it's not him that's got me, it's me that's got me! In a situation like this, what would that man do? Jesus, I need your help right about now.
I mean, I just came back from the dead, man. What do you want from me?
Yeah. What would he who can turn any desperate situation around do?
Yeah, that's still me. Jesus.
What would the great Yahweh do? The great I am?
Turn it around.
Shut the fuck up.
That's it! I must turn my way of thinking around! It's not whose blood is this?
It's what's blood is
It's
this?
whose samurai dog is this?
It's whose blood could get onto the box like this? And if I think about it that way, if the blood got onto the box when the body was being placed into the pushcart, then the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at the time. And there is only one person that could be.
I do like that he was like, it's not whose blood is on the samurai dog, but it still very much is whose blood is on the samurai dog. Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's because of you kids that I was removed from center stage, and will be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. But it's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me more freedom than you'll ever know. Like, you can't just say that.
Just admitting that you're
can't just
part
say
of the
that.
criminal underworld?
Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me. Not now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me.
Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you.
Chrono Wizard in the chat said, welcome back to Whose Blood Is It Anyways, where the testimonies are so long and the samurai dogs don't matter.
Take that back! The samurai dogs were super important!
What do you mean?
Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful.
What are we doing here?
A big dumb poo-poo head.
Pitiful? How so?
That was 6 words!
Kirkus Alba, your wings were clipped long ago. And for someone who is trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is the perfect word to describe you.
Ha! Mere words.
What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Mr. Edgeworth?
Just what you think it means, Kay. He has wings, and he'd had them, and they were cut off.
I ran
He's
out
a
of
bird
red
man. We had already caught him in our trap a while back, with an incredibly powerful, definitive piece of evidence.
Hey, Earth to Mr. Prosecutor. Care to speak in English? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence?
The piece I speak of is, of course, this drop of blood.
But we know that it's not from the victim. I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all.
Ms. von Karma, I believe that is exactly why it's very important to the case. And the part that is the most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. You're looking a little pale. Good. Then I believe you are already aware of what I mean.
Then you know who the blood belongs to?
Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks.
Just let us fucking present it, please.
The blood that soiled this box of samurai dogs belongs to this person!
He looks crazy from the front. I don't think we appreciated that.
Yeah, damn.
He does look pretty wild from the front.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's hot!
Alright, we'll present this.
The blood of the Red Sun on this box belongs to you, Kirkus Alba.
What?
Why is his blood on the box of samurai dogs? He's not even a victim!
The blood fell onto the box when Mr. Cochin's body was being loaded into the pushcart. At that time, the only 2 people in the dressing room were the victim and his killer.
So that's what you mean. If the blood doesn't belong to the victim,
Then there is only one other person it could belong to.
Yes, and that person is the murderer himself. That's the only logical conclusion.
But Mr. Cochin was the one who was stabbed, sir. Why would Mr. Alba have been the one who was bleeding?
What if during the murder, Mr. Cochin had fought back?
You mean, if before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Cochin managed to wound Mr. Alba?
Yes, and I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then. What is the piece of evidence that shows that Mr. Alba was probably bleeding at the time?
The picture
I mean,
of him
he
bleeding.
revealed his... Yeah, the blood. Mr. Alba, you bear on your body a great wound.
I mean, it's not that deep. That was from That was from when Damask II attacked me with a pair of scissors.
That was from Blair.
That was
Oh
when
my God, he's a vampire.
attacked me, and he said Blair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that happened way after he was in the dressing room.
Ah, but is that what really happened?
I mean,
You
that's
can
what he said
manufacture
happened, and people don't lie.
Damn it, Kay, you're right. Looks like we'll have to start all over again. For the final time.
I can't.
You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it. So I can't just accept that as fact. Shall we try a test, Mr. Alba? And see if the shape of your wound matches with the scissors? Here, I'll test it right now. Shink!
You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth.